Hello, and welcome to the full moon in Cancer session. I'm so excited to actually be here with you all today to do the Reiki. This is for individuals who are a part of the ZenFilled community and signed up for this session. So before we get started, I'm going to light us incense. You may see this smoke in the background. Ooh. I hope I didn't mess up the camera too much. I actually saw a lot of things burning off. Maybe a lot of energies being released. So as we get started, I just want to allow for your divine team to come through and take over completely and totally for this session. And if you would like, please take a couple deep breaths as we invite your highest self to be shown to you completely and totally. Your highest self is always there with you. It's just about realizing and recognizing its presence. And there are a lot of different ways to recognize the presence of who you are. Some people hear it, some people feel it. Some people just know it. I don't know the other senses. Smell it, who knows? But it's always there. Tapping in and just hearing the frequencies, you can hear the divine presence with you always. And some people can just feel their hands. Close your eyes right now and just feel your hands. That's a way to tap in and just to feel your divine presence that's always there. If you're going through a time where you're feeling frustrated or sad, need guidance or help, never negate your divine presence being there with you. It's always, always, always with you. Okay, so I want to say thank you for our highest selves showing up. There's a lot of energy here that's being burnt off from the very start of the session. I'm going to do a little bit of a cleanse. Okay. So I say thank you so much for being here and being opening up to the Reiki, to the spiritual healing. Know that all the power is within you always. You are your healer. Thank you for allowing me to heal with you today. And I'm being called straight to our crown chakras. Some of us are a bit frustrated because we feel like others around us are not keeping it real. I heard, why don't you just keep it real with me? People aren't, telling you their truth. And that's something that you want. Maybe it's you. Maybe you're not telling the truth. I'm feeling so much throat chakra energy here. I know I'll get there eventually. But this is a time where we're allowing truth to come in. Truth of how we feel about ourselves. Truth about our dynamics surrounding us. I just feel like it's a lot of truth here today. Things that may shock you. As this full moon started for me, I had an episode, is what I want to call it, where it was just, the truth just smacked me in the face for ways that I view myself that have to be released. And that's what I'm seeing so much. It's a lot of things being released as we're starting the session, especially as I'm looking at the smoke, the fire. And so let's open up and not close ourselves up to the truth, because when we are able to recognize the truth and see it in our lives, it allows us to grow, and it allows us to see areas in which we need to maintain, is the word that I'm saying, but areas in our lives that we also need to progress in. We don't want to slack off, right, either. So it's, some of us are maintaining this beautiful lifestyle, or beautiful habits is really what I'm getting, that you have created for yourself. Know your truth. What is good? What has been beautiful in your life? Some of us have really done amazing things and had a lot of different changes. That's wonderful. Okay. I'm getting some heart desires here as well. Some of us are just pleading and begging and wanting something to happen. And I understand that so much. It's like, I've done so many things. I've tried this, I've tried that, I've been consistent. Why is it not here? What am I doing wrong? And I just want to take a moment to allow the divine to be here at our heart chakras and pour into us individually the love and support that is always here, and just to remind you that you have done nothing wrong. Release control. Release the idea that you have done anything wrong, and set the intention daily that you are on the right path and that you are divinely guided. It is a practice, and it is worth it. As you release the need to figure it all out, it allows the divine to work things out for you. Stop trying. If you like, please take a couple deep breaths with me. Divine intelligence is here for you. Divine intelligence, when it comes into our lives, it allows us to no longer feel as though we have to figure it all out, and no longer makes us feel like we are doing anything wrong. If we set the intention, and the divine really is guiding me to say this, if we set the intention to say that the divine is in control, is guiding, is leading me, and allow that to happen, beautiful changes can come. And again, I say it's a practice. And again, I say you are doing nothing wrong. You can do nothing wrong. Just allow. Because it's like such a new thing to just allow spirit to take over, sometimes it can be a bit like nerve-wracking, confusing. But it becomes more natural with time. I'm hearing the words, what do you have for me? So let's go to our third eyes. Our third eyes allow us to communicate and have an understanding with the divine at all times. Some of us want clarity. And I'm feeling a lot of energy being released here at our third eyes. Some of us have put masks over them, like eye masks over our intuitive understanding because of life being caught up in the human experience, being caught up in the hustle and bustle, being caught up with television is what I'm seeing too. And of course, social media. And if we are keeping our eyes on things that tell us what to think, that entrap us is the word that I'm feeling, it can be challenging to hear, see, feel, know your divinity that's always there for you. And that's why I'm always saying it's a practice. It's a habit. Okay, I'm being called back to the heart. And it almost feels like it's expanding so much, and it feels a bit out of control for some of us as we're moving forward and we're allowing the divine to bless us, is the word that I'm hearing. When we're finally allowing in the blessings, when we're finally accepting who we are, it can become a bit overwhelming, but you are made for this. You were built for this. Just going to clear out the energy that feels stagnant, that feels like, I don't know how to handle this. You know how to handle it because you have your divine team that will handle it for you. This is actually a cleansing incense too. You can handle it. Okay, I'm going to go to our solar plexus. Some of us want clarity, specifics. Right here I'm putting in confidence, or I'm feeling confidence. Confidence, God confidence is how I like to view it. It's not necessarily confidence within my human perspective, but it's confidence in that higher perspective, that higher understanding, that higher knowing. that believing in joy and happiness. And the heart is calling me again, so I'm here at the solar plexus in the heart. You can do this, I'm hearing. You can do this. You know, sometimes doubts come in our minds and we're just like, you know, not believing in our power, but thoughts are not even something that we should listen to. Especially the negative thoughts, the ones that dim our light. Those are not healthy. So if you have those thoughts, don't give them any power. You don't have to give them any power. They have no power over you. I recently learned that you can send those negative thoughts to the light, to a positive place, and recognize it's a part of you that hasn't truly recognized love, or it's an energy around you, it's words that came from others that did not come from love, but you can put them in their place, put them in their positive place and say, it's okay, you can go away to a positive place and be transmuted. And again, I say it's a practice. It is a practice. For me this week, it was tough. It was a tough week for me. I was feeling inadequate, very doubtful. A lot of my insecurities I thought I had worked through were popping up. I was projecting onto, you know, someone that I love dearly. And the awareness was something that I could be grateful for in that moment, to recognize you are aware of these things. You are aware of this energy. Nothing has gone wrong. You know, I was messing up at work. It was just a tough week. And I just kept reminding myself that nothing has gone wrong. This is an opportunity to grow, to expand. And, you know, things just started to make sense. I was able to have a conversation with that loved one, and it was a helpful growth moment of recognizing areas in my life that I keep lying to myself about. And, you know, I just wanted to share, like, it is a practice. Perfection is not real. We are always evolving. And when things come to the light, when we recognize these things and we recognize that these are areas that do not feel in alignment to our highest self, that is okay. Nothing has gone wrong. So if you would just breathe out anything that made you feel trapped. Some of us felt trapped this week. And just breathe it out to the light. Breathe it out to the light. Breathe it out to the light. And recognize that divine love is here. Always, always, always. Okay. Being called back to the third eye. How do you feel in your body right now? Take some time and just feel your body from your feet all the way up to your head. And when you're done with that, feel your breath going in and out. These are ways that you can use, or techniques you can use throughout the week that help you to release the thoughts. I heard someone say, I'm feeling free. Yes. Feel free. You are free. We're always free. Be patient with yourself. You are always evolving. You're not free. You are not confined to the ways that others think about you. You are not. Okay. I'm going to spend some time here at the throat chakra. Some of us need to listen to music and dance. Have you ever tried hugging that part of you, like going inside of yourself and just hugging that part of you that frustrates you? Try that right now. Or whenever you want to, hug that part of you that annoys you. Hug that part of you and send it to the light. Over and over and over again. It's a practice. Okay, I'm going to pull some cards. This is more so of a channeled Reiki session. Yeah, some of us are really wanting for something to work out in our lives. I was feeling that so much earlier, and things are going to be granted, and it's going to be done in a way that's almost like, you know, oh, so beautiful. Done in a way that's almost like impossible. Oh my gosh, this happened to us a few weeks ago, I think. That might have been, who knows, last year. So yeah, just protect your happiness. There's beautiful things that are happening in your life, but you need to defend yourself from someone who doesn't have your best interests at heart. Don't worry about it, okay? Don't worry about any of this. It's not real anyways, but don't worry about this part of it. Focusing on your happiness, and shielding yourself can even be like where you are no longer worrying so much about what others think about you. You know? And that doesn't mean you to be rude or mean or anything like that. Handle it with care, with love, with light. But trust that you're being guided. Trust that you know what to do. This came up before in our session. But at the end of the day, what matters the most is that it's a lot of happiness happening here. A beautiful gift being granted. It's full of great passion. But protect yourself. Shield yourself from energies that are not in alignment with you. And you can do it in a delicate, peaceful, kind way. I'm being guided to pull some soul journey cards. Yeah, protect your home, protect your love, your happiness, your safe bubble, your even what we were talking about earlier, where we can get so caught up in worldly events and everything else around us. It's important not to do that. It's important to stay focused in on, what is in alignment for us. So, and then no judgment here. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. So there's no need to judge anyone that is making you feel away. Like that's their own journey. It's like Spirit is asking you to really rise above this mundane stuff. We all have our own journey. We all mess up. We all do things that, are not always high vibrational. It is what it is. So don't judge others, but at the same time, handle it with care, but protect yourself. Protect yourself from energies that are not in alignment for you. It's a delicate balance where, and this has been coming up for me and of those around me, where it's like you recognize what should be in your life and what shouldn't, and there's no malice, nothing wrong with it. But at the same time, it's nothing wrong with that, with leaving behind things that are no longer in alignment with you. But at the same time, you have to do it to protect yourself, okay? Because you guys are at the threshold. You stand at the threshold. At the threshold you stand. Before you lies a way of being that is beyond fear. It is a sacred passing through a karmic veil into a new life of empowerment, peace, and unconditional love. You are coming home to love. Yeah, there's so much happiness here for you guys. You're right here. You're right at the threshold. So don't judge anything, anyone. Don't judge yourself. Don't judge your thoughts. Definitely don't judge your thoughts. Don't judge, where you are in life, because happiness is here for you. A chain of events is happening. Protect yourself and defend yourself in terms of what you allow into your mind, into your heart space, into your energetic field. Be very picky about it. Be very picky about it. Okay. So before the session ends, I'm just going to clear out our aura a little bit more using the selenite. And I'm also going to just do a little bit of protection here at the root chakra. And you guys are very open to it, so thank you. It's a lot of beautiful energy flowing here. I'm going to the sacral too. Just protection over our loved ones, our creative endeavors, our whatever it may be. And now let's focus in on the happiness. Happiness is here. Beautiful birds flying in the sky, things just working out, and the sincere wish being granted, a great passion, and you're on your way to coming home to love. For some of us, it is love. And love comes in so many different forms, So that's all that I have for us today. Again, I say thank you so much for being a part of our ZenFilled community, ZenFilled Life community. It's always such a pleasure to do this. You guys were so open during this Reiki energy healing. Recognize that the power is all within you. Coming into an alignment, coming into your oneness with your highest self that is always there for you, is always possible. And the more you practice, the easier it becomes. Okay? So happy full moon in Cancer. Peace, love, and light to you always.